This is Paul. Yeah. I'm just sitting here on the street, waiting for somebody to enforce the laws of the United States. I know that it's not a big hurry. I mean, when you're in law enforcement and you're busy, aren't you, today? You got a lot going on, do you? There's a lot of crimes that you're investigating or trying to solve. I've oftentimes thought, well, if you're in the sheriff's department, you must be really busy this morning. You got a lot going on today. Did you need some crime to investigate? Now I'm sitting here at 7:20 in the morning, and I woke up on the floor. Oh, I realized that I didn't have any money in my pocket. Oh, I'm gonna run out of tobacco, and then I won't have any cigarettes to sell. I'm going to run out of papers. Ooh, I don't have any money for a second cup of coffee. It seemed that the emails that I'd sent with the video documentation of certain crimes happening, and you're too busy to really want to know the truth about crime. Oh, I'm kind of concerned because when I sleep on the floor and then I think, well, tomorrow you're going to have a court hearing in Jefferson County where my presence was waived. It makes me wonder, well, what do you do all day? Are you waiting for that emergency phone call so that you'll get up off your ass? Yep, sitting here with no money, pooch, almost out of tobacco. Cigarette papers. I'm going to need $6.40 today to be able to afford a coffee refill. So, 3 ounces of tobacco and 115 cigarette papers. And you're so busy that you can't investigate any crime. Now, yesterday in the study room, I had sent some emails of a screen print known as the Instructions for a Temporary Protection Order. And on the bottom of it, it says sign the form as petitioner or presented by. Yes. But I noticed that the protection order you issued on July 31st of 2015 didn't have a signature. Do you have to follow the instructions? Do you have to do what the requirements of the law say? Or if you violate the requirements, is it considered a crime? Now, sheriffs in every county of the United States, you don't have enough time during your day to investigate the crime of violating the civil rights of American citizens. You thought that you could allow for crime to exist because you don't really have to investigate any allegations of crime. And when you have in your possession an actual court order, because I sent about 1,500,000 of them, and I realize that probably 500,000 emails were obstructed, but you got from me an actual court document where there is no signature of the petitioner. Now, the instructions say sign the form. So I sit here on the street asking myself, well, where am I going to get $5? I mean, really, I'm going to have that difficult of a day today. Seems that nobody in law enforcement really has any reason to want to solve any fucking crime. You don't want to solve the crime? Oh, you don't want to prosecute those that are guilty of violating the laws of the United States? You don't want to use the judicial system so that I could have my victims' rights and my victims' resources. You would rather just continue to torture and harass. Now, we have a problem with those in law enforcement not realizing why they're employed. Now, on that same document on page 1, it says, respondent did not receive actual notice of hearing. There was no actual notice or opportunity to be heard. In fact, yesterday, I documented that you did the same thing in 2011. Now, you seem to think it's not a crime because you're an oath of office, Poach. But the Constitution of this state in the United States says that it is a crime, that you cannot deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without giving them actual notice of court hearings. Now, you're fucked up, boy.